What's going on, guys? Noners here, back at again with another video. Today's video we're going to be doing something a little different. We're going to be starting ourselves another Ironman. We're starting a ultimate Ironman right now. We're going to be doing a snowflake Ironman. We're going to be doing Zeah only. Decided to give this a shot. Thought that it kind of looked like a lot of fun, so we're going to be giving this a shot and see how far we can get. So here is our armor we got from Adam. We are going to be doing a couple things before we go to Zeah. I do want to unlock Herblore real quick before I get there. That way I have access to the skill while I'm on the island. So I'm going to be going to Taverley real quick and knock out that quest. So I've run into a problem trying to do the druidic ritual quest. I have to kill the bear to get the raw bear meat, and he's very difficult when you're level 3. So I'm going to be killing these chickens for a little bit to get some food, and hopefully that'll be enough to kill it. So another quest I allowed myself to do is Room Mysteries, just because I didn't want to be locked out of that skill. But I do have bad news. I wasn't able to complete Druidic Ritual just because I wasn't able to kill the bear, and I didn't want to stay on the mainland too long before I headed over to Korend. So what I'm going to be doing is probably train my combat over at Zeah for a little while, and then I will allow myself to get off the island just to complete Druidic Ritual. That probably won't be for just a little bit, but I just didn't want to stay on the mainland too long, so that's what I'm going to be doing. We made it, boys and girls. We are finally on Zeah. This will be our home for the remainder of this account, with the exception of completing that one quest after I get my combat up. But yeah, we are finally home. So right now I'm just training at chickens in the southeast corner of Zeah. Probably camp here for a little bit, get some food, and then I might see if I can get another monster to kill that'll give me a little bit of money. So I just got level 5 thieving. Thought pretty big milestone. Not really big, but a good milestone to have. I unlocked cake stalls, which is pretty easy food to get, so I'm pretty happy about that. There is a cake stall in the middle of Zeah at the little marketplace over there, so yeah, it's some easy food unlocked. So I just barely finished Hosidia's House Favor and Korend. One thing I need to probably mention with this account is I really don't care about efficiency that much. I basically did 1 to 100%, just pushing this plow while playing some of my other accounts, so it did take a long time, but at the same time I was able to get 19 crafting and 12 farming, so I mean those are some pretty good levels to get out of the way right off the bat. The other thing I want to mention is I'm not sure if I'm going to be doing Winter Tot. I'm kind of on the fence about it just because I just barely did that grind on my hardcore Ironman, and I'm not sure if I really want to go back there, so I might exclude Winter Tot from this Korend only Ironman. I know it would be very beneficial for me to go there, but I don't think I really want to do it. I might change that down the road, so I'll keep you posted on that. But yeah, I just barely did finish 100% Hosidia's House Favor. Got a couple of good levels out of the way, and now I need to train up my combat just a little bit so that I can complete Druidic Ritual quest and start my Herblore grind. So I just barely got base 10 melee stats. I'm not sure if that'll be enough to do Druidic Ritual quest yet, but yeah, we've been training at chickens for a little bit, got base 10, and I was also able to get 9 prayer as well, just burying the bones from the chicken, and I managed to collect 1,310 feathers for fishing later on down the road. But yeah, there is base 10 melee stats. So as you guys can see, I'm actually on mobile right now. I am doing a voiceover because I don't really have a good way of recording my voice when I record these clips on my iPad. So as you guys can see, I am trying to kill a bear cub for the bear meat to complete Druidic Ritual quest. As you guys can also see, that I am successful in doing this. So we were able to grab the meat. The only other meat that we needed to get was the raw rat meat, and we were able to do that. And then we headed over to Taverley, and we were actually able to complete the quest so that we actually unlock Herblore down the road. It's a very nice achievement to have. It's one of my few exceptions I allowed myself to do on this account. First one being Rune Mysteries quest so that I can access rune crafting. I didn't record the whole time I was on the mainland just because I figured that clip would be ridiculously long and I didn't want this video to be too long. So I did record me getting back to Zeah so you guys have proof that basically I didn't really do anything else when I was on the mainland. But yeah, that was a very good achievement to get out of the way. That way I don't have to really leave Zeah anytime soon. So I've been training fletching on mobile for the last little bit. I managed to get up to 23 wood cutting and 11 fletching. Mainly just been cutting regular trees right here next to this general store and then coming over here and selling them for GP. Managed to get up to 2,171 and that was a big lag spike. I'm sorry for that. But yeah, these sell for 24 GP each, so it's kind of getting my cash stack up. One thing that I'm going to be making a priority will be getting favor in all the houses. I did manage to get to 20% so that I can access this shop here. Gives me access to a bunch of different weapons. Right now I have access to the black skimmy. I could go ahead and buy that right now. I'm not sure if it's worth it, but I'm going to do it. Man, the ping on this world is just terrible. I don't know what's going on. Just barely logged in from mobile. Been on my iPad all day, but yeah, we can buy that. And then he also does sell armor, but I don't think that's going to be that important at the moment because I believe the armor that I'm wearing is the equivalent to steel. So I don't think I'll be buying any armor from this. But yeah, one thing I really need to do is go through all these houses and get the favor up to 100% so I have access to all the shops, because I think that'd be really important right away so that I have access to like the rune shops or the staff shops and Arceus or anything like that. I did also manage to get this medium clue scroll nest. I am very doubtful that I can actually complete it, but we can read it real quick. It says we need to go to Varrock Square, so we will be dropping that because we're not leaving. Not sure how much these nests will sell for. I might keep it and get a pestle mortar somewhere. Maybe even this shop has one. Nope, it does not. But yeah, that's what I've been doing. I'm probably going to be staying here for a little bit longer. Getting my fletching up to 15. Selling all the bows to the general store. Getting some cash. And then I might be heading to the woodcutting guild. Maybe buy myself a better hatchet and then start the construction grind. That's kind of what I'm thinking right now, but I'll keep you guys posted. So I've been doing more wood cutting and fletching on this Ultimate Ironman on mobile. I managed to get to 44 wood cutting, almost 45, and 37 fletching. Just been cutting oaks and making oak longbows and then just selling them to the shop right here in the Hosidius area. I did manage to get a couple bird's nests. I didn't record one of them. One of them ended up being a magic seed, which is very tragic because I ended up selling it to the shop over here for like 100 coins when I think they're worth over 100,000 coins. So that was a new experience because this is my first Ultimate Ironman, so I've never really had to do something like that. But let's open up these two nests and see what we get. Most likely they won't really benefit my account too much. Acorn I could probably hold on to because I'm pretty close to 15. Willow seed, probably not worth holding on to, so I'll probably just end up selling it to the shop. Just to free up some inventory space. I didn't even see how much I sold it for. Probably not that much if I only got 100 coins for a magic seed. And I need to do some research. I probably could grind these up and make crushed bird's nests, but I really don't know where to get a pestle and mortar right now. Gonna have to look that up. One thing that I was going to be doing was going to the woodcutting guild, but I kind of had a brain fart from the last clip and realized I needed 60 woodcutting, so kind of been doing that in my spare time when I'm at work or whatever, playing mobile. But yeah, that's where we're at right now. I believe I'm probably going to go to Arceus and get my favor up. With today's update, they did change how the favor works. Instead of having to get to 100% and then talking to the architect, you now can go to any of the houses and it will not lower any of the favor in the other houses. So I'll probably go over to Arceus and get my favor up for a little bit and go from there. Very nice. I got the transportation cantation book fairly early on. It was actually the first book I found trying to get RuneLight to register all the books in the library. But yeah, there is the main teleport to Zeah unlocked right away, even though I'm nowhere close to having 69 magic, but it's very nice to get out of the way. I do want to say though, this is really nice to have RuneLight to do this Arceus favor. It's really nice. You don't really have to search every single bookcase. When you go up and talk to Biblia, she just tells you basically what floor you need to look, and then RuneLight tells you exactly where each book is. So I'm about to get my first rune crafting level from doing the Arceus library. It does take a long time because I'm only getting 4 XP per book, but I figured that'd probably be the most useful thing to put it on. I'm not sure if this is actually going to have to be my main way of training rune crafting besides lamps, because really the only altar that I can train on is blood runes and soul runes, and blood rune being at 77 rune crafting, so that'll take forever. So I'm not sure if this is going to be basically my only way of training rune crafting till then, but for now there is 2 rune crafting. So after I turn in this dark manuscript, it'll be 100% Arceus favor. Didn't quite make it to 3 rune crafting, but after I hit 2, the rune crafting speed went up by 8. Actually, it went up by 4. It's 8 XP per book. Before it was 4 XP per book, so I didn't quite make 3, but I got pretty close. This might be a viable option because every level the experience does go up. Granted, it will be pretty slow. Now I just need to go talk to Arceus, wherever that is, to help with the Architectural Alliance main quest. Used to be you have to go talk to him and lock in your favor, but you do not need to do that anymore. So I'm about to hand in the Arceus favor to Arceus. I don't know if that's the right way to say that, but it used to be come over here and lock in your favor, but now I'm just talking to him so that he could help with the statue and Architectural Alliance. And now I just need to complete Lobakench, Piscarilius, and finish off Shazian. I think the last thing I'm going to be doing in this episode is go to raids and get my hunter up so that I can finish off Piscarilius' favor in the next episode. So yeah, I'm going to be doing raids, and hopefully I can find a room that has a bunch of the bats that are just level 1. I think they're like guanic bats. That's the one I need. Basically I need to get up to 15 hunters so that I can do the worms in Piscarilius area. But yeah, that's where I'm going to be heading. So I'm just here stealing some cakes at the baker stall in the middle of Korend. Just want to get a full inventory of cakes so that I can have some food when I make my journey over to raids. I'm not sure if I'll be taking any damage while I walk out there, but I just want to make sure I have some food just in case. But yeah, there is level 8 thieving. So there is my very first book of knowledge on this account. I believe I'll probably end up putting it on agility because Slayer I can train later down the road with Konar, and then runecrafting I did find a method. So I think agility is probably going to be my biggest obstacle for a while, so I'll just put it on that. Gives me 15 experience, and we have a little ways to go before we hit level 2. So I realized something after I got to raids. I realized I didn't have a butterfly net to catch the bats, so I had to walk all the way down from raids to at Land's End, or whatever this area is called. Basically go from here all the way, oops, didn't mean to click that, all the way to this little town. Then you search a crate over here and you get a butterfly net. That is what I need to catch the bats. So now I need to head back to raids and get my hunter up. So there is level 5 hunter. Just 10 more levels to go and we can leave this raid. There is level 10 hunter. Just 5 more to go. So this should be the last bat to catch for level 15. At that point I can do the Piscarilius House favor and get that out of the way. I think this is probably where we're going to end off this episode. If you guys did like it, be sure to hit that like button. If you guys did enjoy this, be sure to comment down below your favorite part, and as always, if you guys have any suggestions about this series, be sure to put them down below as well. But without further ado, I will see you guys in the next episode.